What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for joining us. My name is Steve, and if this is your first time, you already know what to do. Like and subscribe right down here because this channel is only picking up steam and I don't want you to miss the boat. Get in under 1,000 subscribers as we move from there and then beyond, because I ain't slowing down anytime soon. And today I'm talking about what I think is a very underrated sneaker. I just don't understand why people are sleeping on this. However, I'm grateful because every now and then a hot sneaker will get lost in the sauce of all this hype. And for a sneaker collector like me that really doesn't like to pay resale because, I mean, you know, money, it's nice to be able to get my hands on a pair I really want and not have to worry about being hustled by some reseller or going through the loop of StockX or eBay or whatever the case. I can just get them for a good price and be happy. My philosophy with collecting is that I buy what I like, not what is hyped. And of course, I'm gonna get some shoes here and there that I may not be so hot on because I am reviewing sneakers for you guys and I wanna give you my honest thoughts and opinions, good or bad. So today, I wanna talk about these Air Jordan 1 mids in the Milan colorway. Now, I already know what you're saying, but Steve, they're mids. We're gonna get into reasons why I think the mid is not that big of a deal and why I think you should absolutely embrace the Air Jordan 1 mid, especially when it comes in a colorway as absolute fire as this one. Don't believe me? Let's take a closer look. So guys, as you saw from the closer look here of these Air Jordan 1 mid Milans, you can see a plethora of textures and materials that this shoe is playing with, and it is doing it in what I think is a very sophisticated colorway. It doesn't use colors that are typical for Nike sneakers or sneakers in general. It really tries to set itself apart by using a nice, lighter, kind of earthy color tones, but it's still a touch bolder than something like the kind of tones you see on, you know, the Yeezy season clothing lines. What I believe they were going for with this sneaker, and like they've done with some of the other Jordan 1s like the Paris, is they're trying to embody the city that it is named after. So this pair is named after Milan. Milan is a fashion capital in the world. I've been there personally on my honeymoon and it is a stunning city to look at, and everything just kind of feels elevated in a sense of it's high fashion. You see a lot of well-dressed people. Even the people that aren't that well-dressed are dressed better than a lot of us on a day-to-day basis. That's kind of Milan. And for visiting the city and taking it in with my own two eyes, this shoe does really embody that. And they do it in a way that actually does not even crush your bank account. I mean, I got these for just about retail, a few dollars more than retail on the secondary market. 139 bucks I paid for this shoe that looks this good with these type of materials and textures. I mean, honestly, Nike could have ran this for 180, 190, and I probably would have been like, yeah, I mean, especially when you hold it up close. Now, where I think they accomplished the lower price point while keeping everything looking premium and high end is that there isn't a ton of leather, especially no tumbled leather or anything like that. You do have a little bit of the leather going along here on some of these lighter color blocked areas, and then you have a bit of a micro suede here on the toe, but going around the toe box here and around the back of the heel, you have a embossed type of material. I don't know exactly what it is, but it's got a pattern embossed into it and it just feels really nice, but you also kind of know it's not high end. And another thing they use is canvas, and they use a really specific type of canvas that has a better feel than other types of canvas, which, if you don't know, a canvas material is just cotton, right? And in a lot of cases, canvas is very cheap. You'll see it used in a lot of duffel bags and outerwear. It's rugged, it's durable, it's cheap, it holds up. But there are versions of canvas that, when done right, give off a more higher end feel. Matter of fact, when you see a lot of those Louis Vuitton duffel bags or purses that girls are carrying, even the Burberry ones, Gucci, whatever, chances are, if they were under $1,000, it's just canvas that is coated with a material to give it a finished leather kind of feel. So the reality is people are spending like $700-800 for cotton bags, and it hurts me personally, but hey, it's not my money. But what they accomplished with this Jordan 1 in terms of the canvas going along the back of the heel collar here, the canvas done on the tongue here with a very nicely stitched and placed leather Jumpman tab on the top of the tongue, it gives this a nice high-end feel without using the more expensive high-end materials. So to accomplish those feelings and emotions of this being a higher end sneaker that represents the city of Milan while keeping the price point under $150, I mean, I gotta say bravo to Nike for that. This is definitely, in my opinion, one of the most underrated Jordan 1s to drop in a minute. And here's the reason why mostly I believe it is underrated, and that's because it's a Jordan 1 mid. And for some reason, the sneaker community is very divided on Jordan 1 mids and if they're worth your time or not. I mean, you can get Chicago colorway Jordan 1s in the mid seemingly at retail, and they don't sell out when they drop, which is crazy to me. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure I've seen, coveted colorways in the mid version that just do not move off the shelf. And the reality is, when you compare the mid to a high side by side, it's a matter of a few centimeters. And in my opinion, that's not enough to make it or break it. Actually, what I believe a mid can do for you as opposed to a high is, depending on the length of your pant leg, your pants might sit better on a mid than they would on a high, because if the pants break earlier on a high, they can look a little more crumpled up. If your pant is a little bit longer, the mid won't catch it as early, and it might just sit on the top of your shoe and look better than a Jordan 1 high. Now, we could all just go get our pants, custom tailored, but who really has the time and the money for that? So in light of that, I might try a couple different pairs of pants with the mids just to see how the pant leg falls on it. And I know if it falls just right on a mid, it's probably not going to look as good with a high. So in light of that, I think the mids provide a little bit of versatility and a great value, as long as people are still hating on them and not wanting to buy them, even in beautiful, awesome colorways that we would absolutely go crazy for if they were in a high. I mean, you guys can leave them on the shelf. I will gladly take them at a discounted price. So really, that is why I believe this shoe is more or less slept on. But I'm telling you, if you see this shoe in hand, let me know in the comments down here if you do not feel compelled to add it to your collection when you see it and hold it in person, because I was a little skeptical when I ordered them. But as soon as I pulled them out the box, I was enamored. I was like, yes, I am keeping these. They are going nowhere but on my feet, out in the streets as soon as we're allowed to leave our house. And I think if you're a person that is more drawn towards colorways that suit your eye and your personal style, as opposed to just wanting what the rest of the internet wants, these Air Jordan 1 mids in this Milan colorway just might be the pair for you. They're definitely the pair for me. So hopefully people don't start catching on and these start getting more expensive on the resale market, because they are sold out online at the traditional retailers. So if you are feeling it, make a move now, get your hands on them. I picked up my pair from StockX. Like I said, they're going for cheap, and I'm very happy with the purchase. That does it for me, guys, on this video. The Air Jordan 1 Mid Milans. Don't know why they're not as hyped as they should be, but I'm thankful because I got them for a great price, and there's still time for you to get them for a good price as well. I appreciate your time. Let me know what you think about these sneakers down in the comments below, even if you don't like them. Let me know. Let's talk about it. I love to respond to comments. I read all of them, guys, so please hit the like, subscribe, hit the bell so you're notified when the next sneaker video drops, and I will see you guys on the next one. I hope you have a good day, good evening, good night whenever you're watching this. Peace.